Hello everyone and welcome again in the project of CI/CD. So here we will learn that how to fetch the code. You already know about this, that how to fetch the code from GitHub using the Jenkins. So now after this we will use the Maven and the Java to build and compile the code. Then we will use the for the dependency check using the OWASP, and we will use the SonarQube for analyze the codes, okay, for bug checking. Okay, later we will use the Docker to create an image and push that image to the Docker hub. So this is our plan to create the CI pipeline. So let's jump in to the hands-on. All right, so here I will create a new item, and I'm giving is a CI pipeline of this video of this pipeline, and use this pipeline option type. Okay, and click on OK. We'll use the discard old builds, and maximum I'm using 1 days. And here we have to create the code. So sample pipeline code, use the hello world code, and we will use uh, to create this template for our stages. Okay, so first stage we will fetch the code from GitHub. Okay, this is our first stage. So GitHub, okay, GitHub fetch. Okay, now removing this, and I'm opening the pipeline syntax, which will help us to create our Groovy script, and using this git, and I'm using this repository, which is sample repository. I have one sample repository which I will use to create this project. You can use as well. All right, and also you can use your code also, which is based on the Java. So I'm using the URL and using this as a repository URL, and branch which is as master. I'm not changing the branch, and this is the public repository. So here it is, the credential is not required. Untick this, which is this is also not required, and create on this generate pipeline script. So it will generate the pipeline script, the Groovy script for you. Just copy it and paste it here. Okay, so here our first stage is completed. Okay, so after completing this first stage, we will use to create another stage for our next next stage, that is the compiling. So Maven compile, and the command is we will use that shell command here. So I'm using the sh double quotation and use the mvn clean compile to compile this code. Okay. Now, next we required to enter edit add the another stage for SonarQube analysis. So here I'm adding this, and stage I'm adding as a SonarQube analysis, and here we should enter the command within uh, three quotation. Okay, three single quotation, because we will going to use multiple commands there. So I will I'm using the shell command here. So before doing this, I have to add the tools and environment for this. Okay, so first of all, let's add the tools here. So enter the tools and open and close the curly bracket. Next, we have the JDK plugins we have already installed and configured. Okay, so JDK plugins that is mentioned as a JDK 11, and another one we have already configured the Maven. So for Maven we give the name as a Maven 3. Okay, now to use the SonarQube, we have to create the SonarQube environment for this. So let's create the environment. So environment, VIRONMENT, and open and close the curly braces. Next, enter the scanner home. Okay, scanner home, the tool is Sonar Scanner. You remember that we have already mentioned these names, they are in the tools page. Okay, so here we have already mentioned, and now let's configure the SonarQube. Okay, so I'm fetching this variable that I have already created there above this Groovy code. So scanner underscore home slash bin slash sonar hyphen scanner. Okay, coming to the next line. Next, add the sonar URL. Okay, add the sonar URL. So what is the URL? Just copy and paste this till 9000 backslash. Okay, sorry, 9000 forward slash. Till that you have to copy and paste. This is the URL for our SonarQube. Okay, come to the next line. To create the next line, you have to use this backslash. Okay, now dsonar dot login. Now here we require that token to login, that I have already mentioned that to save this token whenever you have created, so just copy and paste it. Okay, space backslash. Next we require to add the project name, so dsonar dot project name, and yes, please mention and follow this letter case. Okay, this is the case sensitive, so I'm using it as a shopping cart backslash enter hyphen d sonar dot java dot binaries. So binaries, uh it will fetch from the same directory using that dot. Next, the project key I will use the project key as the same as the project name I have provided. Okay, so now this is completed. Okay, so now we have to create for the OWASP, the dependency check. We have to create another stage for that. So let's copy from here and paste it. So I'm giving this name as a OWASP DP, or we can write as a dependency check. Okay, so we have to check the dependency here, and just need to enter a couple of lines to check the dependency. So dependency check, very carefully please note this line, and as this is the case sensitive, so please minorly uh, follow this. Additional arguments colon space single quote open space double hyphen scan. It will scan the directory, quotation close, space, comma, then ODC installation is DP, that we have the name that we have provided. Okay, mention this in single quote. Next, dependency check publisher pattern within single quote, mention as double star slash dependency hyphen check hyphen report dot xml. Okay, so this one it will help us to to perform the dependency check using this OWASP. Next, next we will build the project using the Maven. So Maven build, and the command is Maven clean install. Okay, next we will add here the skip test, because some of the time in the testing project, some of the test we can't complete, okay, in the testing phase. So here some of the time it might get failed. Okay, if it is getting failed, you can use this option. So here I'm using this one, as this is a test project, so I will skip that test and will create the sorry, not create, we will build the project. Okay, so after that, our next stage will be for the Docker push and build the image. Okay, so let's paste it here, and name as a Docker build and push image. Okay, so now under this steps we have to create another script, okay, which will contain the credential of this Docker login. Okay, so for this I will go to the pipeline syntax and will use the sample step for with Docker registry set sub Docker registry endpoint. Okay, here no need to use the Docker registry URL. It will automatically fetch the official website as we have already mentioned. So here we have to create the credentials only. So I'm adding this okay, and username and password you have to mention. I'm using my Docker Hub account username and password. Okay, and ID I am mentioned as a Docker creds. Okay, so this is as a Docker creds I have mentioned, and click on add. Okay, now from drop down it will come, select this and install Docker installation from the Docker and click on the generate pipeline. Okay, now you have to copy this one. Okay, now just copy it, come to your script, and here you can use your Docker image build command and push command. Okay, so we can use the shell command to do so. So sh docker build -t. I'm giving this as a shopping latest, and the file will be Docker file. Okay, Docker file. Now you might have a queries that I have mentioned this Docker file here, but I have not yet discussed about this Docker file. Okay, well, this Docker file I have already there. Okay, in this code, if I have opened this, look, this is the Alpine container which will use to expose the container on the port 8070. This is the environment, and from this to this it will copy the jar file, and the working directory will be app_home. The entry point is this one. Okay, java-jar app.jar. So it will, whenever the container will launch, this application will run automatically. Okay, so that's why I have mentioned this Docker file here. I have used this Docker file in that code only, so it is already mentioned there. Now let's create another command to tag this. So docker tag shopping latest. Now use your username for Docker Hub, then /shopping latest. It will tag with the username of Docker Hub, which will actually help to push that image to your Docker Hub. Okay, now use the docker push command to push the image to that Docker hub. Okay, so that's it. uh it's completed. All right, so it's already completed to um till this build image. So from here, let's run this, and here I'm getting that okay, something is error. All right, let's see. Yeah, we have not closed this this one. Okay, now it's now fine. Okay, now click on apply. Okay, come to the dashboard and open this CI pipeline and click on this build now. Okay, so it is running. So let's wait for a few minutes. It might take some times, and yes, for the dependency check, it will take more time. Yeah, because it will download multiple files from the previous, and let's wait until this gets completed. And yes, whenever it will be completed, uh, here we can able to find the new repository which we have already created. Look here, this is my Docker hub, and the repository you can able to find that there are no repositories in this namespace. So after completing this, the image we can able to find there. So SonarQube, after completing the SonarQube analysis, we can able to find that our code will be visible here. Now it is completed. So come to the SonarQube, refresh, and yeah, you can find the bar. There are 25 bugs, which is fine. There's a 6 code smells, and overall it is passed. Okay, so you can able to find the analysis of your codes every time. Okay, and okay, this stage will take around 7 to 8 minutes. Okay, so let's keep this. Okay, and we'll connect after completing this dependency check from your end. Also, whenever you will perform these steps, it will take some times, more or less 8 minutes. So let's wait for a few minutes. All right, so now it's completed, but there is one stage we got an error. So let's open this stage from here. Click on this number and open the console output. Let's check the output. Check from the end of this console output, and you will find out that Docker login failed. It's showing failure. And what is the failure? That it is not getting the default registry endpoint from daemon. Okay, so this is the known error. So after completing all the thing, okay, all the steps, we have to restart our Jenkins from we can restart it from our Jenkins from the server level, or we can use the portal to restart. So after this port number and slash, you can use the restart. Okay, enter here restart and press enter. Are you sure you want to restart Jenkins? Click on yes, and it will be restart within couple of minutes. And after that, we will again build the pipeline, and now it will not give any error. I guess let's check. Open this and click on this build now, and now it will complete the dependency check faster than previous one, because it is already downloaded the required file for the dependency check. For that's why it will not take that much time to complete this. Let's see. Yeah, it's completed within 6 seconds. Now Maven build. Now it is build the Docker image and will push that image to the Docker Hub repository. Okay, if it is completed successfully, let's see. Yeah, so it is completed successfully. Now if we open the Docker repository and refresh the page, we can able to view our image here. Okay, so that means it is successfully completed. Okay, so now in the next episode and the last episode, that is we will create the CD pipeline, and we will deploy the container. Okay, so we will create another pipeline that is for the CD, and we'll create a trigger which after completing this all stages in CI, it will automatically run the CD pipeline. Okay, so see you in the next video. If you find this video is helpful for you, so please kindly like this video and subscribe the channel. Thank you everyone for watching this. See you in the next video. Bye bye.